all thought about committing a crime or two, right? Like somebody cut you off in traffic, you think about pulling them out of the car like Grand Theft Auto, or somebody's trolling you online, you feel like punching them through the screen, but we keep ourselves composed and go about our day.
Right.
Well, the same can't be said for
normal.
Davion Murphy, one of the Fulio Five that has been charged with the rapper's assassination after stalking, tracking, killing, and bragging about it all. Quick pause, because this might actually help you out. If you've ever needed access to your money before payday, there's a banking app called Current that lets you get up to $750 as a paycheck advance once you qualify. So instead of waiting for payday, you can get access to your funds earlier when you actually need them. Paycheck advance is clearly my favorite part, and I'm sure will be yours too. But if you're trying to build your credit or just want your direct deposit sooner, it handles all of that in one app. If you scan the QR code, you stay more on his hits in Jacksonville drill. It wasn't the overwhelming amount of evidence left behind, it was the confessions from Davion himself as he sat in the interrogation room reenacting the shooting, expressing his hatred and giving every reason why he crashed out. Davion was the last to be arrested, on the run for 6 months, and could be seen smiling in his last moments of freedom.
How you got caught? Where he got caught at? What state that say? Because there's no way in here you got caught in Florida.
And could be seen
Jacksonville. You was on the run for
smiling in his last moments of freedom. A less than 30-second walk for us
you got 6
probably
months
felt like an eternity for him, as in his mind he knows this is it. Everything he once knew is no longer. Or maybe not, because while Davion was free, he was allegedly still online crashing out on his ops.
Hold me up, tell him, put him on me, police ass, tell him, I'm ready to bet.
Davion Murphy.
So get that, well on me, bummy.
Davion Murphy.
Oh my God.
I'm in your hood right now.
I'm gonna make you crash out. I'm gonna make you crash out.
Oh, he police saying this nigga government.
Nah, boy, spaz, boy. I'ma fold you, boy. That's on spaz, boy. I'ma fold you, boy.
Nah, saying a nigga government name ain't discreet. You all online saying this guy Davion Murphy. You know this nigga name hot too. All on the news and shit. Like, you's not, but you police.
And not for nothing, speaking from experience here, the first thing a fat motherfucker do when something happens is pull their shirt back down. So the fact that he's cheesing in this picture and not even worried about his belly falling out just tells me he gives no fucks. Entering the interrogation room, multiple clips would go viral as it seems Davion wasn't able to contain himself.
Man, don't get no fun. He did that for his family.
And trying my hardest, so close to falling. It is in my heart, it's on my face. Getting kind of hard to hide my pain.
Pull your pants up.
Last night I had a dream.
Nigga, ass crack all
Nigga,
out.
my chain, but he stopped saying my motherfucking name.
Get dressed.
Oh, he stopped busting that bitch.
Now Davion was talking before even being asked to, which detectives love to see, but the conversation would quickly turn when they entered the room as Davion would make some surprising claims.
My face passed all over the news. I didn't know what that was. Man, bro, I need to turn on myself in. I gotta do y'all job. Y'all did y'all job, nigga. Congratulations.
Question. After Fulio gets killed ultimately in Tampa, did you hear about that at all when you were at the Airbnb? Was anyone talking about it? No. Okay.
I wasn't even thinking that never. I woke up that morning before I even took off the Tampa. I woke up that morning, and before I called my dog, I always check my social media. I don't know, it's just like a habit. She who wrote me and all that shit. I seen that shit come across Instagram. But they ain't say nothing about the location and where it was at, or nothing. They just said Jacksonville rapper dead. So I ain't gonna, man, come around. Like, God bless dead my people, man, you feel me? Nigga ain't gonna sit there like his love, dog. It's fucked off, you feel me? And nigga, I can't say I didn't rejoice and I was happy.
Yeah.
But you feel me? It's like, yeah, it was that. Like,
So
shit, he dead. Oh shit, he dead. They done caught him. Oh shit.
So you read about it on social media?
Y'all see from
If I was mistaken, are they not ops? Cause ain't he cool with fuck am I talking about, man?
There was no conversation of it at the Airbnb.
Duval Promo posted that shit early that morning.
It was all over.
Yo, I'm tweaking.
Duval Promo posted that bitch early that morning. And I think
Being
actually,
convicted for killing
after I
niggas,
seen
obviously,
Duval
yeah.
Promo, my mama sent it to me. From the same picture I seen on Instagram, my mama sent it to me to my phone.
Okay.
And I'm like, yeah, I already seen it. She's like, I can't believe it. Oh my God, I just pray for his family. I'm like, no, I don't give no fuck about that nigga's family.
And I never understood why people do this, right? Like, why are you sitting there giving a whole bullshit story to people whose profession it is to weed through the bullshit, have
Right.
the information before they ask you, and then solidify whatever the truth is. Like, you really think they think what you're telling them. Detectives would call him out for his bullshit story, claiming he heard about Fulio's death from Duval Promo's Instagram page, and they'd remind him this is a death penalty case.
I used to work in Jacksonville's homicide unit. I don't anymore. I work in a different unit. And I can assure you, the story you gave it sucks, right? I explained to you why. I'm not bluffing you. I swear on my mother, all that's true that I told. I wanted to give you one last opportunity to share maybe another story that you'd like to share with us. But if you want to say that, that's fine.
You realize the seriousness of like it's a death penalty case.
For sure, I understand.
So like I get it. You said you've been here.
But you want me to tell you what I ain't worried about?
Yeah.
Look who we talking about.
Charles?
Look who we talking about.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Talking about, like,
Here's the
Talking
thing.
about
Is,
Fulio.
y'all are used to Duval County stuff and the way that Duval County and this judicial circuit operates. Hillsborough County is another beast. They don't handle violent crime like we do. You see what I mean? Granted, our numbers are way down this year. Praise the Lord.
Yeah, praise the Lord.
We're doing good. Yeah. We don't need violence in the city. We like to make this a safe place and a good vacation spot. But Hillsborough, they don't know what it's like to have 150 homicides in a year. You know what I mean? It's like it becomes mute to us. Where down there they're like, holy crap, what? Like I'm being dead honest with you. I talked to them, the attorneys and stuff. There, they're trying like 4 different death penalty cases this year, and it's like,
Damn.
what? This is the first one I've been on law enforcement for 8.5 years, and this is the first one I've ever been a part of or like seen.
Now, the comparison that they make between Duval County handling murder case.
So what that mean? They putting them on death row. They trying to kill that nigga for killing a killer. I mean, they killing the killer. Yeah, that's actually how it should go.
Is differently than Hillsborough County is 100% true, because Tampa does not see the same amount of murder as Jacksonville. Jacksonville is the biggest city in Florida, has the highest murder rate in Florida. Tampa just isn't on that level. So when you have a brazen shooting like this in Tampa, they're coming to cook that ass.
I ain't got nothing to do with that, and I'm finna get judged for it. They can put that in the light. Look who we talking about.
But and
I hope it don't be a biased thing. I hope it don't be a biased thing, because it's nothing on me.
What would be the bias?
It's the biased thing. The biased thing is treating him like a victim, like his mama.
Charles.
Treating him like a victim, like his mama doing over the internet. Like my auntie, God bless her, was Rod Adams. My auntie was depressed, dead red. My grandma died behind that. My grandma caught a heart attack behind the songs that he was making.
Because he was always
My
distant.
Corbin mama couldn't walk out of the house without seeing something.
But you can't lie though. What about how you feel about Ace though? Like, they was going back and forth. It wasn't just this and one nigga, and it was everybody in the gang. Like, every city has like their time where gangs is just active. Like, nigga, that was the time. Like, y'all niggas just went crazy. Florida was crazy, bro.
Somebody in the public, you know how they do TikToks anywhere. Where's Corbin?
Yeah, that's it.
I do
Like,
agree.
you gotta feel like somebody pissed on my cousin grave. Like, you gotta feel that. You gotta feel like we talking about this prayer and when.
Oh yeah, somebody had it
This
coming.
prayer don't be biased. I ain't had nothing to do with it. I'm gonna remain my innocence, man. Whatever happened at the end of this, man, all goes to Allah. You feel me? Like, till Allah
Imagine somebody pissed on your mama grave. But you gonna crash out. You gonna go there, you gonna smell. You gonna, what the fuck? But you gonna crash out.
Turn, so it's like, I just pray they don't be biased. Don't be biased. Like,
Talking to the jury.
yeah.
Davion would stick to his guns, claiming he has nothing to do with the killing, but hopes the jury isn't biased and treating Foolio like a victim when he isn't. Davion would claim his grandma died of a heart attack because of Foolio's songs. Corbin's mom couldn't go outside. Without the constant reminder Corbin got kidnapped, they found his bones, he was rot. Davion would claim his cousin's grave was pissed on, and without even realizing it, he was confessing a pure hatred for Foolio, giving every bit of a motive to detectives as to why he would want Foolio dead. An hour and a half into the interrogation room, Davion would put on a stunning display.
Nigga, he proud of this is life achievement. Yeah, nah, this is crazy. And he know he being recorded too.
This shit crazy.
That's the whole point.
They kind of talk about putting it in the box.
He'd reenact the same way he killed Foolio, not even realizing he'd been recorded by a Tesla camera that would be replayed in court. But if you think
Slanging
the
that
footage in
drink.
the interrogation room was bad, Davion's cousin Rashad would have a dead expression in court, while Davion can be seen not giving a fuck, even laughing as he faces a possible death sentence. And I mean, just for a brief minute, put yourself in Rashad's shoes. You're sitting here thinking about, I'm never getting any girl again.
Look at this nigga,
I'm not
bro.
gonna be here for
Was he
GTA
ever-
6.
Was he ever getting girls? Be for real. Just look at this nigga.
I'm missing out on all types
Nah, I
of
can't even
shit.
say that. Every
And
nigga
my
be getting.
co-defendant is over here laughing and smiling. Like, I know I'm done. I'm done. It's over with. You can tell by looking at his expression. He hears his cousin and he's like, we are fried. Not even mentally ill, just satisfied with the way it all ends. Foolio's dead. Davion likely thinks he'll receive a life sentence and live out his life within the Florida prison system. But if sentenced to death, he'll be placed in a one-man cell, face years of appeals until finally receiving a death date. And when that day comes,
Nigga, that's what he
he'll be
want.
executed.
You
A
don't
pawn
care,
in a
bro.
war. Foolio's legacy is sadly one of pain and karma. He thrived off disrespect, leaving no one shocked when he met his demise. But his music lives on, while Davion left nothing to be remembered for other than a careless decision that cost him everything. And to be honest, Davion is 27 years old right now. What else do we know him for?
When they right fucking mind is playing Julio Foolio. And 20. Yo, Jake. These are just not facts.
He doesn't make music. He doesn't make money. He just gangbangs in Jacksonville. That's it. That's all he's known for. But this is the thing. In the streets, they call it putting in work. When you shoot somebody, when you stab somebody, when you're going and doing this and that to other people, you're putting in work. So, I mean, if you want to look at it from a street perspective, he's worked for exactly where he's at. He got his top out of there.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Drove,
Nigga, that's
did
what he
a whole
wanted.
field trip all the way down to Tampa from Jacksonville.
Mission
Killed
accomplished. nigga.
Foolio, and it says in the paperwork Davion was listening to Foolio's music while he was driving back because it sounds different. You hear Foolio dissing all your homies and shit, you're full of rage, but after you killed him, you're full of happiness. He said something about getting drunk off his blood, all type of weird shit in text messages. He's worked for everything he now has. A possible death sentence, he worked for it. A life sentence, he worked for it. Forever eating.
If you ask me, it sound like this what he wanted, bro. Like, he probably go in now, fuck a couple boys. Shit, nigga straight. He good, bro. He good, bro. He good. He gonna get lost in the system. Once upon a time, he gonna not be a gang member no more. He gonna be older. Just, yeah. He gonna adapt.
Fucking noodles, chips, shebangs. He worked for it. This is the end of the line. There's nothing after this. So for y'all watching this, you don't have to live this lifestyle to see how it ends. Fulio's dead. You see how it ends for him. Davion's about to get fucking forever or turned into dust. That's how it's gonna end for him. That's it. And when he gets into prison, he's gonna realize what I realized. When I got to prison, and I'm not talking about a reception center, a boot camp, a work camp. When I got to my actual prison, when I was in HO4, closed custody, highest custody level you can have in the Florida prison system while still walking in general population. I'm around lifers, killers, and whatever the fuck
This
else.
jail talk.
Crazy sentences.
Prison talk.
And I realized this is it. This is the end of the line. There's nothing else after this except death, except being put in the ground. I'm caged away from society. My release date tells me I'll be allowed back into society. But some of these dudes in here, they're not coming home until 2040 something, 50 something, 60 something. This was back in 2013, 14, 15 when I was in there. Their release dates are that far away. You had dudes in there, their release date said 9999.
That's life.
That's gonna be his reality. And I saw y'all comments, and I got a lot of DMs when I was talking about starting a Discord to teach y'all what I know. Teach y'all you don't have to look for a job, you can create a job. Don't invest in these dumbass sneakers. You wanna walk around with Dior's, Louis, this and that. You want Amiri jeans. Take that same $1,000 and invest in yourself. Sign up for something that's gonna teach you something, learn something, find a hustle, or live like them. Because if you don't die or end up in prison, the rest of these dudes, look at Chicago, the whole drill scene. If they're not dead or in prison, or miraculously a superstar rapper, which is barely any of them, they're all just in their 30s, mid-30s,
in prison,
broke as fuck, doing nothing. Probably living off a girl's Section 8. She's buying the groceries with food stamps. He's selling weed, lean, or whatever he's trying to do, right? But he has to put on the facade that he's got money, so he's rocking the Moissanite. You don't want to live like that. No, you don't want to live like that. You can make a shitload of money just through social media alone. You don't have to show face. Please pay attention to the shit that I tell y'all in this video. If you want to reach out to me, you want to learn something, DM me.